When we practice semen retention and transmutation, this opens up new thoughts, new inventions, and this is procreation on the mental and spiritual planes instead of the physical. There are many great men who practiced semen retention before our time. They knew the regenerative power of this practice. Newton, Kant, Pascal, Michelangelo, Plato, and many other eminent men were strictly continent. Observe the good works they left behind for our generation. Their thoughts were beautifully empowered by strict continence and purity. Look at us here now. We can't even last a single week without lusting over someone and releasing this potential creative force. William Walker Atkinson is one of those great men who wrote books in relation to semen retention. Maybe his findings will change your mind. He wrote about regeneration in his book The Mystery of Sex Polarity 1909. Here is the summary. Physicists have demonstrated with incontrovertible facts that it is eminently healthy to conserve the vital principle. The seminal secretion has a wonderfully eminent value, if retained through semen retention and transmuted to higher channels, contributes enormously to man's magnetic, mental, and spiritual force. Also heals sensitive nerves, vitalizes the blood, and restores tissue. When we practice semen retention and transmutation, this opens up new thoughts, new inventions, grand conceptions of the true and beautiful, or into fresh emotions of joy and impulses of kindness and blessing to all around. This is the procreation of thoughts, ideas, feelings of goodwill, intuitions of truth. That is, it is procreation on the mental and spiritual planes instead of physical, which is really just a part of the generative function, which is that of giving birth. The discoveries of William Walker included that continence and the retention of the semen secretion is favorable to physical vigor. That sexual excess causes exhaustion and debility to a most extraordinary degree. He concluded that it is a medical and a physiological fact that the best blood in the body goes to form the elements of reproduction in both sexes. In a pure and orderly life, this matter is reabsorbed. It goes back into the circulation, ready to form the finest brain, nerve, and muscular tissue. The practice of semen retention mixed with a pure life ensures that this secretion is reabsorbed into his system, that makes him manly, strong, brave, heroic. The suspension of the use of the generative organs is attended with a notable increase of bodily and mental vigor and spiritual life. Nature finds another use for the unexpended sexual energy in employing it for the building up of a keener brain and more vital and enduring nerves and muscles. Dr. Henderson, after years of experience in tropical countries, has said, "I have seen many suffer severely, destroying their strength, health, happiness, and life by following the promptings of their unbridled passions. But alas, I've never seen a man suffer from keeping himself pure." Dr. Kellogg well states the philosophy of continence as follows: the sexual function is double in its purpose. First, the sexual organs are always active, even when not excited to such a degree as to obtrude their activity upon the consciousness, as they supply the body with a needed vital stimulus and regulator. Secondly, they furnish the only means by which the physical life of the individual and the perpetuation of the race may be accomplished. Personal gratification is not on the list. But do not make the mistake of trying to kill out the sexual nature. Instead, strive to strengthen and develop it, but transmute its energies scientifically, intelligently, and naturally. It is never too late to change the way we look at our lives. What legacy will you leave behind? Now that you know the value of your seed, are you going to trade it for a mere short-term pleasure? Or use it as your source of creativity, strength, willpower, and transcend your animalistic self?